Today, we're re-diving into a question that might have crossed your mind at a dinner party. Why is slurping your soup considered so rude? We've all been told don't slurp at some point, but have you ever wondered where this rule came from? It seems like such a natural way to cool down hot liquid, right? Well, grab a spoon because we're about to journey back in time to uncover the surprising history of this table manner. First, it's important to know that this rule isn't universal. In many East Asian cultures, for example, slurping noodles or soup is not only acceptable, but is often seen as a sign of enjoyment and a compliment to the chef. It's a way of showing you're really savoring the meal. So the idea that slurping is bad is very much a Western concept. So where did this Western aversion to slurping begin? To find the answer, we need to travel back to medieval and Renaissance Europe. Back then, dining was a much more, let's say, chaotic affair. People often ate with their hands, shared common bowls, and the concept of personal space at the table was pretty loose. Table manners, as we know them, simply didn't exist. You might hear all sorts of noises at a medieval feast, and slurping would have been the least of anyone's concerns. The big shift started around the 16th and 17th centuries. This is when the European upper classes began to actively distinguish themselves from the common folk. One of the main ways they did this was through refinement and etiquette. Suddenly, how you ate became just as important as what you ate. It was all about demonstrating self-control, sophistication, and your elevated social status. Enter the spoon. While spoons have been around for millennia, their use at the dining table became more standardized during this period. Along with the fork, it became a tool of civilization. The new etiquette dictated that one should eat quietly and delicately. Making loud noises, like slurping, was seen as animalistic and crude. It suggested a lack of self-restraint, associating the diner with the lower classes who, presumably, still ate with less. Finesse. This idea was solidified in the first etiquette books that became popular in Europe. Guides like a treatise on the rules of civility and good breeding instructed the aspiring gentleman and lady on every aspect of polite behavior, including how to handle a soup spoon. The proper technique was to scoop the soup away from you. Bring the spoon to your mouth and sip quietly from the side of it without making any sound. Slurping was a major faux pas, a clear sign that you didn't belong in polite society, as European culture, particularly French and British high society, spread its influence across the world through colonialism and trade. These table manners traveled with them. By the Victorian era in the 19th century, the rules of etiquette were stricter than ever. Making any unnecessary noise at the table was seen as a moral failing. The silence and composure of the dining room were a reflection of a disciplined and orderly household. These ideals were passed down through generations. What started as a way for the aristocracy to set themselves apart eventually trickled down and became the standard for the middle class by the 20th century. Not slurping your soup was just considered a basic tenet of good manners in the Western world, taught to children at home and in school. So, the next time you're enjoying a bowl of soup and consciously avoid making a sound, you're participating in a tradition that's hundreds of years old. It's a fascinating legacy of class distinction, social aspiration, and the constant evolution of what we consider polite. It's less about the soup itself and more about the message our actions send to those around us. What do you think? Is it time to let go of this old rule, or is quiet dining a sign of respect that we should hold on to? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this little dip into history, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the things we take for granted. We'll see you in the next one.